Welcome to Connect. Today you're going to learn about one of the most innovative, amazing technological advancements of our time. But before we get into that, there's a few things you need to know. You're welcome to take a picture of the screen, save it for later, read it now, or push pause. But I'm going to go through the highlights. Number 1, this may contain some forward-looking statements. Number 2, no earning claims or financial advice is given. Number 3, the digital rewards are for utility. Number 4, DYOR, or do your own research. Number 5, the information provided is for educational purposes. And number 6, nodes and blockchains are governed by the DGF, or Distributed Governance Framework. Okay, so the big question is, why should I buy a REVO node, or any node for that matter? So let's make this make sense. But before we get into that, I gotta kind of get into a little bit of the backstory. Before Connect, the first project to launch was Gala Games. Snoop Dogg partnered with Gala. Snoop was about to be on the Super Bowl halftime, so Gala was a huge success. People made hundreds of millions of dollars off the tokens produced by the Gala nodes. Wright Thurston, which is the CEO of Gala, created the Connect ecosystem. The Connect ecosystem houses about 20 projects. Each project has its own token wallet. When you sign up for Connect with the 2.0 update, that gives you every single wallet in our ecosystem. Outside of Gala, there's about 12 projects that's active right now. The next to launch was Switch, then REVO, then down the line. So if you want to be a part owner of groundbreaking, disruptive, blockchain-based businesses, sign up for a free Connect wallet, pick whichever project you like, and buy nodes. Okay, the REVO node is what we came here for, so let's get to it. So the way nodes work is they have a responsibility, that's to produce digital rewards. You basically download the software and run that software on your computer for at least 6 hours a day, or you can pay to host it in the cloud for $4.95. Every node you buy equals 1 vote to improve the brand. So if you want to make changes with the brand, they vote on it. With other rideshare companies, there's a lot of protesting. With us, it's a completely different ball game. You have a say-so. There's other rideshare companies out here, but none that give you a say-so about how the company run, or one that give you ownership in the company before going public. Right now, we have a promotion where you can get nodes for as low as $500, but for REVO, each node you buy is going to be $3,600. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, well, I got time. I'll come back next month or in 6 months after I get my... No. If you direct your attention to right here, where it says only 46 left at this price, every 100 node sales, the price goes up $100. That node started off at $2,500. So the longer you wait, the more you pay. So daily distributions for this node is going to be around 3,000 in digital rewards daily. Actually, it's closer to 3,300, but under promise, over deliver. I'm just rounding it off at 3,000. At the current market value, the price is 0.01940. Actually, since I started this video, the price done went up twice. But for the sake of this example, we're gonna stick with this price. At the current value, meaning the token price, 3,000 tokens will be worth $58.20. So every single day, you're basically getting $58.20 worth of tokens. $407.40 weekly, $1,746 monthly, and $21,243 yearly. Using those numbers, if the value of that token stays at 0.01940 and never go down, the digital rewards or tokens that you accumulate in 61 days will equal the value that you paid for your node. Now, here's the exciting part. While supplies last, because they're going fast, we have Boost NFTs for $500, people. That is like having 2 Rev Nodes for 6 months. Only $500. That's gonna come out to $4,100 total. Your tokens will reach that value in 36 days. Everything after that is all pros, profit for people that didn't understand. The NFT only produces for 6 months. If you continue to earn 3,000 tokens over the next 6 months, you're going to accumulate 1,095,000 tokens. The following 6 months is with your Rev node only. It's going to be 547,500 tokens. But keep in mind, you already missed 2 months of distributions. The longer you wait to purchase, the more distributions you lose for the first year. So distribution for your first year will be 1,642,500 tokens. This is not a prediction, but this is just for fun, just to see what would happen if the token reached 20 cents. With the amount of tokens that you would accumulate, you would have 328,500. If it hit 20 cents, at 50 cents, you're gonna have 821,250. At 85 cents, you're gonna have 1,396,125. Now, let me kind of get into how distribution works. They have 50 billion tokens to distribute. Every year, they cut it by half. So the first year, you're gonna get the most distribution. That's 25 billion tokens that is broken up between all the node owners and distributed. Year number 2, they break up 12.5 billion. Year after that, 6.25, and so on. So the numbers that I gave you is only year one number. That's only year number 1. You're gonna get another 20 or 30 years worth of distributions. Keep that in the back of your mind. Don't forget that. Because no matter what, you still gonna get these distributions for years. There's people, Gala hit 84 cents and then dropped to like maybe 3 to 4 cents. But people are still making thousands of dollars daily because of their Gala nodes. Also on our platform, every ride given or taken, riders and drivers earn digital rewards based off of actions taken. You can also pay for rides using the Rev token. As the community grows and more actions are made using that token, that's what gives the token utility and that's what makes the price go up. But moving along, now this is where the fun happens. Let's say you got a bigger budget and you can afford to buy 2 REVO nodes. Me personally, my goal is 4. I had that goal before I knew about the NFTs, but if you got enough to buy 2 REVO nodes for $7,200 plus 2 boost NFTs for $1,000, that's $8,200 that you spent. That's 12,000 tokens every day for the next 6 months. At current market value, those tokens will be worth $232.80 every single day. Weekly, $1,629. Monthly, $6,984, and yearly, $63,729 if the token stayed at the current price and didn't drop. It actually went up twice, but it's currently at 0.01975, which is right up under 2 cents. But we're gonna stick to this price. This is the first price I saw when I originally started this video. Anyhow, if the price goes up, you'll make more daily. Now, for the value of your tokens accumulated to reach what you spent for your node at 12,000 tokens a day, you'll reach $8,380 in 36 days. That is incredible. No matter if the price of the token go up or not, that node is gonna keep spitting out rewards daily. For the first 6 months, you're gonna earn 2,190,000. For the following 6 months, you're gonna earn 1,095,000. First year's distribution is gonna be 3,285,000 tokens. And let's do these predictions again, even though they're not predictions. Well, I'll let you read them. I ain't gotta recite it. 2.7 million is crazy. If it do the same thing Gala did, it's gonna be around 2.7 million. Let's just say you you have the money, but you don't really want to spend it on those, let's just say, and you want to buy the token. That's fine too. Let's make this make even more sense. If you buy 250,000 tokens, it'll cost you $4,937.50. But let's say you bought a Rev node for $3,600. You get 3,000 tokens a day times 84 days. That'll produce 252,000 tokens in just under 3 months. I'll keep going. Let's say you bought a Rev node and an NFT for 4,100. It's going to produce 6,000 tokens daily for the first 6 months, times 42 days to make 252,000 tokens. Does it make more sense to buy the node or the tokens? I'll keep going. Let's say you got a couple more dollars and you spent $8,200 to buy 2 nodes, 2 NFTs, and you're getting 12,000 tokens daily, times 21 days to get 252,000 tokens in 21 days at current market value. Now, does it make sense to buy the node? I'm pretty sure you already know the answer. High risk, high reward. Now, if you don't have enough for a node, by all means, buy the tokens. I'm being extra, but okay, so I'm a numbers guy. So thinking ahead, I have a number in my head where I think the price will go. We're gonna just use an imaginary number. Let's just say in my heart of hearts, I believe without a shadow of a doubt that the Rev token will hit 50 cents. Not saying it will at all. I'm just saying if in my heart I felt like it will really hit that, how many tokens do I need at 50 cents to make $1 million? And what is the value of that number of tokens right now? Looking at the chart, at 50 cents, I need 2 million tokens, and it costs $39,500 to get those tokens right now. But wait a minute, what about the example I showed earlier? 2 Rev nodes and 2 NFTs will get me to over 3 million tokens. So really, I would make my $1 million somewhere around 30 cents. Yeah. I think that is a go. That's a better play. Okay, so disregard the fact that it's steady climbing, and because it's high risk, let's pretend that it hasn't or isn't going up and it don't do anything. Then what? Well, you can still use Revo rewards for free Revo rides. Now, I don't know about you, but every time I go out of town, for whatever reason, every single time, the ride share from the airport to my room is always $40 to $50, sometimes even more. So most people travel once or twice. So the average person more than likely travels at least twice a year, okay? Most people is gonna either get a rental car or they're gonna get ride share everywhere they go while they're there. A full-size car is $315 for 3 days. And then, because you gotta take a ride share to your room, then you gotta take one back to the airport. That's gonna total about $408 that you gotta put towards a car or getting around when you go out of town. Times 2, that's $817. So if you bought a node and the value never goes up, you can use all those digital rewards you got. What was it, 3 million or something the first year? And you're gonna keep getting them for 30 years. So depending on your age, you can essentially ride for free for life. So look at it like this, $8,200, now you can ride Revo for life. You basically got a chauffeur now.
Drive well so that it may not spill, please.
This example that I gave you, in 11 years, the value of what you saving catches up with what you spent. And after that, everything is pros. That's still not a bad deal. Do I think this is gonna happen? No. But worst case scenario. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there were people that made millions of dollars off the Gala project. Well, let's just let them tell you.
I bought 11 software nodes. I wasn't a gamer. Matter of fact, I really just didn't know how this project was going to go. A lot of the guys that helped launch this platform, they were big gamers. They had a bigger vision than I did. They bought a lot more nodes than I did. And it's kind of crazy to say I was probably the one that made the least amount out of all my friends, and I made over $10 million. So it's kind of crazy.
Fast forward about a year and a half later, my friend had made a few $100 million in that project.
If you go look at Snoop Dogg's Drink Champs interview, he mentioned that he partnered with Gala and made way more than traditional platforms. I'll let him tell you.
Boom, dropped the album the next day. On the Metaverse, it made 21 million the first day. Oh yeah. In the real, oh yeah. It's documented. So take the Death Row catalog to Gala Games, the company that I with in the Metaverse. That's where it lives at in the Metaverse. No, I'm saying they had to wait. It's a situation where we got them, they buy a certain piece in the element and they get this and that and that, but it's how the system works over here. I didn't have no streams, no videos, none of that shit, no radio, none of that shit in the Metaverse, and I just told you how many millions it made.
If after seeing this video in its entirety, if it didn't make complete sense to you, then I don't know what will.